What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Meditations. So the cost of living, huh? It's next level. Remember just 10 years ago, maybe it was 11 years ago now, I had an apartment. My rent was like $700 a month. It included heat and electric. If you can imagine that, it was 2-bedroom. Yeah. That's all I really wanted in life. I was like, if I could get my own place, if I could not have to have a real job, and if I could get pussy, I'd be set. And I had all three of those things. I was like, damn. What a fine deal this is. But then a year later, I attained a house, and fortunately, the market was quite low at that time. So I got a damn good deal on this house. Low interest rate as well, low monthly payment. I'd focus on paying it off, but I'm a hustler. So when you're a hustler, and if you do it right, you tend to have a lot of write-offs. And because I have such a low interest rate on the house, I could put that money into stocks that surpass what I would otherwise be putting into the house or losing on interest for the house. That's what I've been doing lately. But you know what I noticed is people have horrible spending habits. Big time. And this is one thing that I've always been good at. Like I said, I had my own 2-bedroom apartment without having a job. All right? Because I was a hustler. Now I have a house and I still don't have a job because I'm a hustler. But part of what establishes a foundation for such things is being a cheap-ass motherfucker. All right? Growing up, I observed a lot of things from my parents. My dad busted his ass, as he would like to say. I had 3 siblings. And my mom stayed at home most of the time. When we were a little older, she would clean houses and things like that for some money on the side. But I observed all this going on, right? They would get new cars. They'd get car loans. He'd get boats. He really loved fishing. He'd get these big-ass boats. Take a loan out for the damn boats. And boats are money pits, just FYI. What a good experience that was growing up. I just witnessed how stressful it was. Like every time we'd go on a fishing trip, he'd just bitch and yell about this and that. And the trailer had problems getting the boat on the damn trailer. It's trying to start the damn boat. It'd have issues. There'd be all sorts of shit going wrong. And we had new boats growing up, all right? Remember he had this nice-ass Lund, is what it was called. This brand called Lund. Steering wheel. The thing was like a $40,000, $50,000 boat. This was in the 90s. But you see, I observed all this and I was like, okay. Noted. Don't get a boat. They're fucking stressful and they're expensive. I actually have a canoe at the side of my house right now that we probably have used twice, my wives and I. But with that being said, a canoe is very simple, you know? The worst that can happen is it gets a fucking hole in it, and you can just patch it. But that's probably not going to happen because they're made pretty durable, especially when you, never use it, like me. And it doesn't come with all those extra yearly fees and all that bullshit, depending on where you live. So that's what we have. But, I just look around and I'm just shocked by this, how people, just all the shit they spend money on. that they don't need. It's unbelievable. One mistake that I made when I was young, when I was a teenager, still living with my parents, having a first job or two, is I would go out to eat a lot. And so my buddies and I, we'd go out to eat, right? We'd go to these nice restaurants, we'd sit down, we have a nice-ass burger, be served by some cute waitress or whatever, maybe flirt with her a little bit, occasionally get a number. I don't know if I ever had any success with a waitress, come to think of it, but, we were young, and that's what we liked to do. Maybe that was part of the allure. I don't know. Just to be around, the pretty women who would serve you. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. It's pretty pathetic if it did. But, it didn't last long, this era. You see, I grew wise to it quickly. By the time I was 19 years old, I was like, holy shit. It's like, how much money am I spending on this stuff? Spending like 30, 40 bucks every time I go out to eat. And back in those days, that was a lot of money, man. Minimum wage was like $7 an hour back then. All right. So, you see what I'm saying? I worked how many fucking hours to have this burger? God damn. And then I met this guy who was older than I was, and he was very frugal. And you know what he would eat? This. And this guy had some money for those days. He had like $30,000 in his fucking checking account. This was now, we're bumped up now to the mid 2000s. All right, like 2005, 2006. I was 19 years old. He was like, oh, let's just have tuna. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, it's cheap. He was like, this can costs 80 cents. And he'd open up the can at his little apartment and he'd just eat it with a fork. Shit. And he was like, oh yeah, this can, in those days it was probably 60 cents. He was like, oh yeah, it's 60 cents and it's my entire lunch. He was like, why would we go out to eat? We're going to spend like 10 or 12 bucks. We could just have this and then drink water with it. Maybe have some spinach on the side or something. So maybe another 10 cents added to this whole endeavor. You see what I'm saying? Just how cheap that was. And at the time, I was already leaning toward the frugal lifestyle. But he just showed me more of it, I guess. It's like, shit, you could just have a can of fucking tuna for lunch? It's like, okay. And I've carried that with me, and that's why I have this in mind. And I was like, I don't really like tuna. But nobody likes tuna. But the thing is, it's pretty good for you, right? So it's easy for me to eat stuff that I know is good. Like I drink bitter ass drinks, right? I put maca in there. I put like cinnamon in there. I put cloves in there. All this weird shit just for like circulation and health. And it's easy for me to drink it because I know that it's good for me, right? So even if it doesn't taste that good, it's still easy for me to drink. And now I stepped up. This is some nice ass tuna, to be honest with you guys. In olive oil. All right, this is nice ass tuna. This is like $1.80 a can or something. But even with that being said, okay, it's $1.80 a can. Nowadays, you go out to eat, like you go to Five Guys. I like Five Guys, nice ass restaurant, burgers. You're spending like, if you just get a damn burger, it's like 13 or 14 bucks. All right, that's all I get. I don't eat fries and all that bullshit. I haven't been to Five Guys for like a year. I eat pretty fucking healthy. And here's another thing. People waste money on all those energy drinks and shit. Are you fucking kidding me? You pour that bullshit down your throat? You dumbass. Do you know what's in that shit? Some say it's literally made with shit. I don't know. Look into it. But all that bullshit. Oh, man, there's vitamins. No, that's fake ass vitamins. All them vitamins are plastic. None of the vitamins are good for you. That's all bullshit. Oh, there's vitamins in the Monster. Vitamins, the Monster Energy drink, you fucking dumbass. And I'm just messing with you guys. But, it's true. And a few buddies of mine, they drink this shit daily. I know what it's like. Because when I was 17, 18 years old, I would drink this shit. But I learned early not to. When did I stop drinking those things? 13 years ago or something like that. I don't know. My early 20s at the latest, I stopped drinking that fucking bullshit. And now, well, Iceman, what are we supposed to drink? You drink water out of the fucking faucet. And what I do is I filter it. I have this nice-ass filter system. It's called Clearly Filtered. And it takes out all the bullshit, apparently. I don't know how legit it is, but, I mean, it's a good one for what they are, the filters, you know. They say, oh, yeah, it takes out all the fluoride, all the birth control bullshit, all this other shit that's in the public drinking water. That's all I drink, man. Yeah, the filters are expensive. They're $60, but it lasts a couple months. So, I eat tuna. All right, I eat eggs. Oh, man, those eggs have a lot of cholesterol. Oh, if you look into this shit, it doesn't seem like that's correlated with higher cholesterol levels, eating the cholesterol from eggs, all right? But look into it. I don't know how true that is, but I think it is. I mean, people have been eating that stuff for a long time. But you basically just look, what did people eat before all this bullshit happened? All this agriculture bullshit. Well, we were eating meat, veggies, and fruit. Raw ass meats, veggies, and fruits. Well, we cooked the meat, but you see what I'm saying? We'd eat the fruits and veggies raw. And you know what? That's all I eat. That's all I eat. I don't go to that fucking Five Guys anymore. Once in a while, I'll go to Chick-fil-A. All right, once in a while, I'll go out to eat with my wives. When it's one of their birthdays, we'll go out to eat. It's like once a year. You know, we'll go to a restaurant. I'll get a burger. They'll get something like that. But you guys see what I'm saying? You got to change your habits from the bottom up is where this whole thing begins. And the subscriptions, people waste their money on all this. I mean, why would you watch that bullshit anyway? You're going to watch Netflix? You're going to watch that Amazon bullshit? It's just a bunch of woke garbage. It's just a bunch of civilization dissenting trash. Why would you watch it? Why would you sit there and fill your mind with that? Do something productive, man. Get off your fucking ass. You know? Why would you sit there and watch that garbage? I can't remember the last time I watched a TV show. Aren't they all shitty today anyway? I don't think I ever even watched a TV show. I mean, I watched Rugrats when I was a kid. That's about it. SpongeBob, that shit was a little after me. My younger brothers were watching that SpongeBob bullshit. But I mean, haha, it's fun. I mean, it's a waste of time, you know? I mean, we're adults now. What are you guys doing fucking watching TV? The only subscription you should have is in the link of this video. Be a patron of mine. Because this is good shit here. You know, we're going to be exploring. We're going to be running through the spiritual journey. This is going to be a worthy investment for you. All that Netflix and bullshit, Xbox Live, or what do they call it? They call it Game Pass. Why the fuck would you play all that woke garbage? Oh, I worked all day, Iceman. I got to sit on my ass and play a video game. Well, there's probably other things you could do. All right. Heart health. For one, get your body right, get your mind right, and everything else will fall into place. But more videos to come on this topic. It's just, come on, what are people doing spending money on all this fucking bullshit? You're going out to eat, you're eating that garbage, it's making you feel like trash, and it's a perpetual cycle. You become that trash, you know what I mean? You got to stay away from all that shit, all the processed food, all the things with added sugar. You know, don't eat any of that shit. You know what I have that has sugar in it? Just fucking honey out of the bottle, all right? That's all I have, man. I have it occasionally. I'll put it on something. I don't know what I'll put it on. I'll put it in that nasty-ass smoothie that I make with the maca root and all that other bullshit. Collagen and all this other shit. Sometimes I'll put honey in there. Most of the times I don't. Like I said, it tastes like ass. You guys gotta do yourselves a favor. All right? Wake up. And keep watching these damn videos. Like this video if you will. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on these matters. Become a patron, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace be with you.